Hello, welcome to this listing. The item we have here is a large Japanese scroll used to depict a painting of Sumi-e ink art as well as calligraphy. This is a very large piece. It's intended for wall hanging and display, and we can see that, let's take a look, go ahead and look at the piece. We can see that there is a calligraphy up here at the top. This is very hard to make out for contemporary Japanese, so we haven't attempted to translate this. Although we can see that the writing is very well made. It has a very idiosyncratic style and a very spirited flow. You can see how the lines move nicely. Very beautiful calligraphy. Below the calligraphy we have the actual painting itself, and we can see that the painting depicts a large branch of a large trunk of a tree, likely a plum tree, and coming out from the side of the plum tree are some twigs, and at the end of the twigs are some blooming plum blossoms. This is a particularly artful representation in Japanese culture, as it captures the essence of age and youth, death, age, and rebirth, all the concepts that have to do with the cycles of life, basically in one setting here. We have the old, gnarled, weathered tree trunk and the beautiful blossoms. Great deal of detail went into this piece. The blossoms are very lovingly rendered. There is some addition of some colors. Typically Sumi-e is a black ink only art form, although you can see there are some additions of colors here and there in the piece. You can see that the artist used different hues and texture, different shades of ink, darker inks here, and more water was applied to perform some more background elements. A part of this piece that I like is that behind the tree limb we can see bits of bamboo in a very, very light green rising behind the tree. This is a very common scene in the forests of Japan, where you might find old trees surrounded by bamboo groves. So we have a very nice image of a bamboo forest, and in the background with a beautiful Japanese plum tree, a large old gnarled plum tree with springtime blossoms coming from the stems. Very nice. The piece is signed. You can see the red signature stamps here for the calligraphy, and down at the bottom below the art there's another signature stamp here. As to a condition, the piece is quite worn. It's very discolored, darkened with age, and there are holes, and many holes here at the top. You can see along the edge here. I do actually have the scroll hanging at this point, you can see, but if it's going to be hanging for an extended period of time, one might want to take a little care to perhaps strengthen or find a way to make the scroll more secure, because it is large and quite heavy. You can, if I put my hand up, you can get an idea of just how large this piece is. So all in all, a very lovely, beautiful Japanese scroll. I do state in the listing that it dates from the mid-Showa period. I'm probably being a little conservative in that date estimate, as I suspect that the scroll is actually older than that. It probably dates from the early 19th or early 20th century, or maybe even a little bit before the turn of the century. Very beautiful piece. Thank you for dropping by to see this listing. Bye bye.